Now we have a G against HAO, and again, losers out of this tournament, so... I mean, every game for a G is elimination match. Every single one is elimination match. We have Overlord again on Leafeon. They're gonna continue with the Mr. Mime as their defender. Three defenders for HAO. Trevenant, Crustle, Blastoise. Blastoise we haven't seen in ages because he got nerfed very hard. I currently have 3 XP shares on, I assume that's gonna change. Actually looks like a pretty good God of War game. You do get Void by Crustle. And we have Dodrio. What's gonna be the last pick? What is HAO cooking? They're not playing Drawdodon, right? That just gets one-shot by Leafeon every single time it appears. Greedent? Four defender, Chandelure. Okay, they're trying something. I mean, they know they're probably the worst team, but... Okay, that's gonna be interesting. Any items? So we have XP? He's still... Okay, XP share has gone from Blastoise now. He's going for a Rapid Fire Scarf build. Greedent with Score Shield, Bloatstone. Okay. Okay. Overlord is playing Dodrio, okay. I didn't even see that. So it's gonna be Lutano Leaf? No, wait, Lutano's God of War Auto on Leafeon. I guess.
All-rounder heavy metagame these days. Mr. Mime absolutely shreds those Pokemon. 4 defenders. I don't know if there's a
Dodrio's gonna be pretty annoying this game. It's just gonna run around and score all game. Right. You can't do much about it with what you have. Early Otter Gank. And that's a KO? Yep, that's a KO. Maybe even double KO.
I mean, they've got a lot of Pokemon that really need to evolve to hit those power spikes. And let me tell you, Luminosity Gaming have some really not necessary power spikes to hit.
Yeah, 100%. There's some very
big start
strong
for LG.
Pokemon to work with.
The video's not clear. I can't do anything about it. It's the tournament.
Making sure that the Leafeon can take the red.
I can't increase the quality.
Hang out with Joey, try to pick up some of that EXP share experience. Mr. Mime, an incredible tank.
I mean, I don't know what they do with these 4 defender. They're probably yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, both of them.
Oh no, it's gonna. Yeah, another 2 KOs for Overlord. Should also be careful, there's still 4 people here. Uperia. Yeah, he's also gone. Triple KO, donate over to Overlord. I assume it's gonna be jump kick, tri-tech, right? Leafeon can permanently invade now. Or the buff though, he gets the buff still.
Or at least the attack weight stack, and that's why you see Dodrio hanging out for so long on these goal zones.
Yeah, and we can see this little bit of an invasion, and we're finally gonna
okay, Traveling got a blue buff. Huge.
Into Luminosity Gaming side.
Massive.
But I don't know how much else they're going to be able to get here. Level 5 versus a level 7 that's looking relatively hopeless. Oh no! Can't jump.
You can't jump across that wall, right? Like it's impossible.
Get it with the tri-attack, so it will be the tri-attack.
Wall too big.
But that was at least going to waste a little bit more time.
The craziest thing about saying it's tri-attack is that Overlord is already at this level where they have chosen that option, right? Level 8 Dodrio, almost level 9, and we're still 45 seconds away
the score sheet? No. Guys, I mean, like, did we just surrender at 5 minutes? Did we just surrender at 5 minutes?
Just trying to retreat. This Woodhammer slowing them down.
Yeah, might be a viable option.
They do not have the defenses to hang in this early game right yet.
Yeah, I feel like AG, you're right, AG, this tournament so far, it's like they watched Japan play. But I mean, they haven't had a challenge yet, I feel like. The biggest teams they haven't played yet, right? So it's... Yeah. We haven't seen them against another top 4 NA team, so... But they're looking very aggressive so far, which is... Yeah. Oh. The better team should play the game. Death Rock as well.
It does give you a really small stun. You gotta hit her
Death Rock.
It won't last too long, but if you're lacking in that regard, it will kind of micro
Psychic for Lutano. Against 4 defender, just more damage, I guess.
Even if they're not trapping someone, they're at least making their movement different.
I mean, you can't really stun combat either way, right? Like,
just, I mean, pushing them off from scoring, so many different
Yeah,
things like
yeah,
that
seriously,
you can do.
so many options.
They've got over Unite, they can push this in, definitely. I mean, Shenlu can maybe defend, but...
They're still down by about 100, and this Regieleki
And Trevenant, he's just stuck in voids.
Overlord on the bottom.
He hits the Horn Leech. Double Wood Hammer, maybe? No. Just one.
I mean, it's a lot of HP to burn through.
Utano is not Unite moving, he's too scared to walk up, okay.
I don't know if they're gonna.
Well, they cleared it at least.
Like the Regieleki just got burned down.
Yeah.
In the meantime, though, there was so.
Flamethrower would be better here. Now you can't play Flamethrower into Dodrio and Leafeon.
Nearly, the bottom tier 1 goals
You can't play Flamethrower into those.
Is in a great position for them.
What? You have to go in prison overheat.
I love Luminosity Gaming's decision to push with that Regieleki, though.
Yeah, of course it is.
Really turn towards the basement.
Bro, ain't no way you play Flamethrower into 2 speedsters running you down all game.
HAO composition is score tempo.
Definitely not.
Greed into score shield, Crustle having a few options as well. Of course, Blastoise got some mobility. They really don't want to lose that opportunity at any given moment, so that's why you're seeing them aggressively push so hard for some of these win cons, at least in terms of
Mr. Mime, he's running! He missed!
Just goes wide.
He has focus band. He's alive. Wait, Mime. He was just sprinting in. I don't like the X speed though, Mr. Mime.
Right.
I think it was running.
Did manage to get rid of at least one person. I think it was Overlord that got.
You can't really hit flamethrowers when you're just getting dough for a game. It's not gonna happen.
The aggression continues. That's one thing that we know, especially this version of Luminosity Gaming will do, is if they're winning, they will just kind of hold forward and go all the way to the other side as much as possible to just consistently hold on to this.
Just give Overlord speedsters, right, on like LAN. It's just let him play Dodrio, Zoroark, Leafeon.
Have always been known to be very, very good reactive players.
Yeah, yeah.
It's disgusting. I'm surprised not more teams pick Slowbro though. Right, like we have not seen Slowbro almost at all.
Aggressive play, even if Lutano's going to hang out for the most
Am I missing something?
And JL and Joey are going to run it down and push their advantage every time. It's very exciting, and honestly, it's a huge credit to this team that they're able to make both playstyles work so optimally.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, I mean, that really run Alter Ego, both JL and Joey, I mean, that team was just a whole forward team no matter what.
Yes.
So bringing that style over and then matching Overlord, who has done that quite as well, quite a lot as well on their own team. Back in the previous version of LG.
Yeah, Goblin Knight is alright, but
forward,
I mean, what are they doing with this, man? What is the game plan?
One of the last opportunities maybe before we hit
They watch too much Shin and Rude. No, not Shin and Rude. They watch too much MYS. MYS played 5 defender, right?
17 points ahead on the side of Luminosity, and there is still a minute, almost 2 minutes left until Rayquaza.
Yeah, and again, I was mentioning it before, Luminosity Gaming looking at the composition of Nihao and making a great read. One of the win conditions just totally eliminated. There is no way that Nihao will head into this final stretch with any relevant score lead, and now Nihao has to play for that main objective. Even though their team fight might be alright, but their rip on Rayquaza and Secure is nothing to write home about.
Yeah, especially if certain targets are taken out exactly like that. If the Chandelure is taken out quickly, maybe the Blastoise as well, then specifically the rip on objectives is going to go down so much.
Yeah, Overlord is having the time of his life right now. It's like he's playing solo queue.
Yeah. But they know that they can take out some of that damage, and then even if they just at best can force resets, the time is so much in their favor.
Oh, 100%. And you were mentioning
why does Overlord look so unkillable right now? Because they have 4 defender.
Style of composition. It hasn't worked though.
They have 4 defender.
Finding their way into the backlines and getting those KOs off constantly.
But yeah, he just looks untouchable.
Gaming has found a way to even thwart the main idea of how Nihao wanted to play this. It is very upsetting for Nihao fans as we are going into the final stretch, 30 seconds away, and Luminosity Gaming with a gigantic lead and really all the experience they could ever ask for.
Yeah, and just getting more and more and more. They've got to be careful with the KOs now. We're starting to get into that spot where any stray KOs can mean that you're not there at the 2-minute mark. Maybe a little bit more impactful if LG was the one right there, but this Regieleki, this final Regieleki, with such a huge point difference, I mean, both teams would get so much out of this, and it's going to go to LG. That's actually gigantic. They've got it going all the way
Bro, what is Blastoise doing?
And now you've got to deal with that, but you've also got
what is Blastoise doing? What am I looking at?
Yeah, Nihao just losing win conditions left, right, and center, and now Overlord is chasing down that Greedent at a half HP. Just no fear in that carry player at all. You see JL.
Are they gonna push the Regieleki to the base?
Towards the Rayquaza as well.
Oh, they just strip right now, yeah.
Now all of LG is jumping
GG game 1. I mean, yeah.
Big biggest talking point
We
here
have a Tita for LG now. I mean, maybe they can just kind of like outplay it.
Really cool because if we're actually going to see Lutano, I mean, regardless of
Are we gonna see a Dodrio again? Krem is good. Hooper. They just keep playing the Mr. Mime.
Lutano Tyranitar. Can't
Keep playing Mr. Mime.
but I'm very
Dragonite Glaceon. I mean, we're gonna rip Rayquaza. Greninja? Water Boy? Pick Greninja. I mean,
a final selection to really throw
what do
this
you
draft in a whole new
mean?
direction. We have the Greninja from Water
Just
Boy.
like
So
walk off
obviously the
stage
Dragonite,
and
we've seen
just-
this Pokemon before. Technically, we have seen Outrage from Nihao in the past. I don't eat
that chef.
So who's playing Tyranitar? Is it Lutano? I guess on Tyranitar?
Hey, shout out.
I feel like Overlord's gonna have the freest game of his life again. Like, they have nothing for Dodrio, I feel like.
We are going to have another lane Greninja.
I guess they have point and click. They have Glaceon. They're just double invading. This is so disgusting.
Glaceon does get the evolution though. Credit to Victorin for just
This is so
clearing the
disgusting.
Dodrio and the 2 ball toys to get to that level 4.
They took
Very
both buffs,
important
where
break
Tyranitar
point.
gets the entire left side for
despite getting
free.
invaded, credit to Luminosity Gaming for
Bro,
invading into
this
an
is just so
enemy
disgusting.
evolution
Double,
section.
triple invade. They get both buffs. This game is already over. They have to, I mean, their plan is to rip Ray, right? They pick these to rip Ray. Dragonite, Glaceon, Greninja, they're just gonna go for Ray and that's it. Blissey. And, but can they even get to Ray is the question. Like, can they get to Ray? I don't know.
Only at level 3, but you gotta remember they still have that Phantom pass.
Oh, it's Icy Wind actually though. Yeah, it's not Blaze, Icy Sphere.
Early game pathing phase for that Pokemon.
22 points go in for Pupitar.
Business as usual.
They're gonna trade for bots, but that's fine. It's still win for AG, doesn't matter what. I know they get ported in. Greninja is...
double team, and I have to imagine Water Shuriken build.
Is that another double staking focus band Greninja?
Joey knocked them out.
Oh, yeah.
Is that really meta North America that we see it
In the middle of my
twice?
talking about them, just so unkind.
I know, but can you please just wait? Can we make sure that our commentary
Bro.
goes into the ears of Luminosity Gaming?
Oh, that was a nice Wotama. Okay. Maybe we're locked in now?
All right, first time Joey
Are we
does
locked
get
in?
punished there, though, on that invade, right?
It's time to lock in.
Glaceon's passive broken by that first instance of Tri-Attack. They do take a full boosted
But is the caster voice compared to mine still fine?
A lot, trust me.
Just testing,
But now we
checking
have
again if the
Lutano
voice and sound is
working
fine.
their way back. A lot of early stacks for Lutano. Attack weight being a very
But yeah,
relevant
that's,
damage item on any Pokemon that scales in their damage stats. Tyranitar, one of the biggest proponents of that very statistic.
That is true, and they also ignore more defenses, so every bit of damage, every bit of attack stat is going to count a little.
I think they're a bit loud.
Of course.
Let's do it like this then. Is this better?
Situation for Nihao. They know that there's a bunch of members
Okay.
of Luminosity Gaming currently running down this tier 1 gold zone, and they're doing a great job of it.
You want to have fun? Here's a fact. Dodrio is currently boasting an 83% win rate at this tournament. Very cool. I actually don't know if
I mean, Dodrio is very strong.
Just the regional finals, but either way, we have seen a lot of Dodrio and a lot of Dodrio succeeding so far in our tournament. It is a tough Pokemon to lock down, KO, and of course, it is so formidable in the damage department. You can never turn your back on a Dodrio.
Well, we're going to need to ask as well if that counts.
He's level 9 already.
Ranked games that we've had while we're here at the tournament, because that may be a
I'm surprised he didn't try to deny Dragonite level 8 here. I guess they can't even do it. Tyranitar's just 1v1ing Registeel. Oh, nice try on the Wotama.
No chance to try and steal that away. And the Secure on the side of Nihao will be quite good eventually, maybe. I mean, I'm actually not sure exactly which build we're going to end up seeing for the Dragonite, but it did just become a Dragonite right now.
The Wotamas are putting in work, but...
Very quickly, Water Boy being the next target. They don't really have a front line for this fight.
It is Outrage. It's Dragon Dance Outrage for Nihao. So if they are going to take Tyranitar
Is this Glaceon okay?
Up close
what was that?
If you can stun Tyranitar, maybe you could slow down some of those boosted or enhanced auto attacks, especially during its Unite move when they're all executes. A little terrifying to deal with, but maybe you could slow it down a little bit. Greninja will have its Unite move. Dragonite just steps away in terms of experience for unlocking that as well. This fight around the Regieleki could be one of the most explosive we have seen in this entire match so far.
Yeah, they actually, honestly, with the damage of Luminosity game, I actually feel like Nihao could melt, so they've got to be very, very careful. One good initiation, and this could be over in a split second, but so far they're just playing on both sides of
Wait, it's outrage!
and nobody really going in to actually fight.
I thought they would just go for flip on Ray, that's what their plan is.
Waterboy is just throwing water shuriken.
Maybe, I guess they still want to flip Ray with that?
You can only do so much with that. It's just a little bit of harassment.
It's just a solo queue team against...
It's going to be Lutano on that Tyranitar. The shield's coming out, but I'm not sure if T-Tar actually cares about that.
Yeah, Waterboy gets the Blitz assistance, doesn't immediately engage with the Unite, which is a little shocking to me. Double team will get them out of range of the Crammer, but you gotta be careful.
Oh, Greninja!
Will swing in. Greninja does secure
Waterboy!
the Reggie Alecki, the
Waterboy!
giant burst water shuriken coming in from range, and the Crammer goes down too. The Greninja takes 2 knockouts.
Yo, Waterboy.
Tyranitar will have the last laugh. Lutano.
Okay, you got 3 and the Reggie Alecki.
Is the raid boss.
Let's go.
We'll match it with a Chaos Streak at 2.
I think that was actually
oh, Overlord went down.
On the side of Waterboy because
Okay, they're starting to believe. They're starting to believe. That's a dangerous for a G. They get another KO. They're starting to believe.
Not going quite as well down here for
Waterboy.
But there is once again T-Tar all the way down here.
Let's go.
Saying, hey, you know what? You don't really need anybody else on these objectives. I'll be enough.
It's happening.
Those last 2 KOs on the top side were so important for Lutano, by the way. They didn't need to take a single central area buff to get to this
Rain Turret's level 12
At level
right
13,
now.
Tyranitar becomes a different
He's ice in the game.
entirely. That
When is the grand final? In like
infinite.
3 hours, maybe 2 hours?
So perfect that you maybe have a 30-second downtime where that
Probably like 3 hours.
does not persist. So Lutano
How late is it?
even scarier to fight. Hard to imagine at that level 13.
Yeah, and it's without a doubt. I mean,
Waterboy.
in this match, so we are going to see at least that, if not considerably higher. That has been a very quick leveling pace for Lutano, and with one of the highest scaling Pokemon in the game, that is not what you want to see on the other side with Nihao. They do have some great scaling Pokemon as well, but they're not quite there yet.
Yeah, we have Victorian trying to climb up as quickly as they can. They do have the Glacial stage, the Glaceon Unite move. It's 3 minutes and 30 seconds. If they wanted to aggressively push either...
No, World Tournament is in August. That's still like 2.5 months away.
Still earn them back. That's a
Cram Unite? Oh, he doesn't get the KO. Wait, Otter might be caught? Overlord hasn't done too much this game actually yet. He might even go down right here. Oh, okay, there's a... yeah. Glaceon is scaling.
Caught in its tracks though as Joey lines up a huge barrier.
Is it the first under 100k damage Overlord game?
One of the first ones that they really kind of, they won that fight. They managed to
This is it?
some Unites out defensively. Of course, again, they will have it back for the 2-minute mark, but at least for the next few minutes, which does include this free Reggie.
They're doing quite fine right now.
There are going to be basically no Unites that you're going to be able to use left on Luminosity Gaming. I mean, obviously they wouldn't really want to use it at any point now.
Lutano.
But, they just do manage to get rid of those, especially for good.
We talk a lot about the benefits of Tyranitar ignoring enemy defenses, but we don't talk too often about Tyranitar's defenses either. In their most recent patch, that was one of the aspects of Tyranitar that was buffed, but that's also what that Sandstorm AoE effect benefits Tyranitar with. All of its defenses being increased. Unfortunately for Luminosity Gaming, that Regirock buff that they had just earned a little while back has finally faded, so they won't be going in with another bonus to their defenses yet again.
Might be close endgame. It could. I mean, I don't know. It shouldn't be though, right?
Even with all the Greninja and Glaceon.
Like, look at the Unite moves on LG's side as well. Mime Unite, Cram Unite, Doodle Unite, Hooper Unite. Like, they have crazy strong Unites. They have a late game Tyranitar. Yeah, I can't read their names either. It's, yeah, I know the quality is bad. We just have to deal with it today. I don't know. It's very unfortunate for, like, a championship to have this bad quality on the video.
You can tell Otter is just waiting for one moment to lock everybody off. Look at this so far.
But it's still watchable, right? Like, we can still watch it. It's not like it's unwatchable. It's still watchable, so.
2-on-1 against the Dragonite at the top side, but there's so many members.
But it's of course not great.
Waiting to see the results of that particular matchup. On the bottom side of this Ray Pit, Duskrunner tries that big, long Woodhammer pull, but JL just barely going to avoid that one. Finally, Rayquaza gets touched.
Well, in bad position. Centrum. Wait, Lutano might get comboed here. Mime is down.
Joey is down. Mr. Mime is knocked out. Lutano has to hit the
Knight, clip Cramorant.
They are way too low.
Wait.
And the Hoopa cannot drop.
They started to relieve and they're doing it.
Back to base until they lose this.
Icy Wind is gonna get Hoopa.
Glaceon chases them down.
Lutano, he misses Centum.
Nihao are looking great, and I'm sure Dragonite and Greninja are working on the Rayquaza right now.
Yeah, and that's gonna go down so quickly. It's gonna
Overlord.
Oh, what?
No!
The Rayquaza
It was 1
Twister
HP.
hits 2 targets, and Victorian just
Ain't no way they're
walks
going
up
to
and
lose.
takes the icy wind.
Wait, no, they can
with
still
an
defend?
Unbelievable moment, are able to clutch up
Is
with
Mime
the
gonna
literal
score?
ice in that moment. Tyranitar is defending the top goal zone, though. Again,
It's 2-point lead right now.
Can ignore those Rayquaza shields and
Glaceon's gonna score on the base. Is Trenta gonna recoil? No.
They're only behind by 2 points.
Oh
They
my!
won
Wait,
more
he recoiled. He recoiled. He
Tyranitar has
recoiled.
based. Lutano can currently
He can't
stop
score, but
Victorian from
Greninja can
scoring.
score on top now. Does he have a shield? He has no shield. It's 2 points. They can't score. Blissey has a shield.
Shields are now trying to go into the same place that they need, or they've got the
They can't
defense
score.
from the Tyranitar.
They're gonna win by 2 points now, right? Blissey, where's Blissey? No, what?
16 points. Double should be enough. Are we going to a game 3?
Oh wow!
And Glaceon still scored 100 in the end. What? A G-Shoker is back, guys. Their G-Shoking is back. It never leaves.
2 points being defended so
Are you
well
serious?
by Luminosity Gaming across the
Bro,
board.
what?
Nihao clutching up in that moment with a bit
You
of
can
an
take
assist
the
from
members out of
Rayquaza.
AG, but you can't take the
Really
choking out of
having a
GX.
sick final few seconds of that match.
What? How did they mess this up? No way. Water boy. Okay, man.
Like, I don't understand
Crazy.
what's going on with that
They won.
at
What?
all. I mean, obviously.
I like the LG band.
They're going to pick Trinita again now? Yeah, they are going to do. LG just lost, guys. LG just lost to Outrage Dragon Knight, double stack Focus Band, Water Shuriken.
We're probably gonna first pick Greninja, but we'll see what goes
That's how they
down
just lost
between
against.
these two teams. However, Nihao have kind of found the recipe they like to play into LG.
This is it's hilarious. But I mean, the Ray was 1 HP. I would just ban Trevenant, man. Like, I feel like Why don't we ban Trevenant? Right?
Yeah, this is not going to be a weird pick. That makes perfect sense.
Definitely would go Cram Mime again. I would definitely ban Trevenant.
Trevenant could slightly be altered if you really wanted to go for something
Super Cram, okay.
Yeah, we are not going to see that. However, we did hear, like I said earlier.
So do we see something fancy again?
Past solid.
Well, what other fancy things do we have? No, we've not bringing out a random guard chomp.
Right, okay, Bits does lock in the Garchomp. So I've had the opportunity to cast Bits in a
Is that
few
fine?
different tournaments before, and this Garchomp.
Why is it always this random guard chomp out of nowhere? Okay, let's see.
The Outrage Dragonite's sweet. Okay, it's awesome. But
Does Garchomp do anything into Trinita?
Garchomp is just a better version of what you want from
I don't know,
Outrage
Potato.
Dragonite.
Potato always
A lot of
cried when he had to
attacks, a decent
play
amount of crowd control if you're gonna
Garchomp
press
into
hits, good
Trinita,
dragon rushes.
because it's
And
unplayable.
again, you know you're playing into Mr.
Is that
Mime
ground
and
Garchomp?
Koopa. Let's prevent some of those portals. Let's pull them
Dodrio again? Mr. Mime. I mean, Dodrio last game didn't look good, actually. And again, Water Boy. Wait, he wasn't double stacking. Water Boy again. Or did he change his items? Oh, he's changing his items, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Focus Band, Attack Rate, Cookie. How do we have Attack Rate, Cookie, Focus Band, Greninja 3 times at this tournament now? Like, what in the world happened? Can Nihao do the unexpected and take down AG with Lane Greninja? I mean, you guys remember when I made a video on my main channel before where AG lost to Lane Greninja and didn't qualify, right? For one of the tournaments. Which was it again? Was it last year? You guys remember? They lost to Lane Greninja and then qualify for like a top 8.
I'm actually surprised that we're seeing the invasions this direction and not the other direction.
I made a video about it before. There was a big invade. Denying level 5 for now, but I mean, it doesn't really matter too much.
We're eject button invading with Sylveon into JL to get the KOs.
Big invade.
There is something brand new about this Nihao team, and they are loving it. I gotta say, me too.
Yeah, like I said, they're playing like they have nothing to
Yeah,
lose.
Ben Phone is calling or something.
They've only got a ton to gain,
Ben is calling.
Job of it. Otter, I like this kind of just sitting in that tall grass, trying to make sure they can get a lot of these EXP, but most of it
Something like this.
up top with the majority there going to Luminosity.
Do double stacking Greninja, 2 million views guaranteed.
And, really preventing the evolutions from
Do you guys really want me to play double stacking Lane Greninja?
Means that it's just going to be a more
It's solo queue, like.
Yeah, it's playing really safe here.
Whatever they're called, Ben calling or something, yeah, I don't know.
Obviously challenging, but when you're running EXP,
Like, come on, man. Oh, it's Drill Peck this time, okay. Drill Peck.
They'll get some of that passive
What's CC?
they've stacked up in the meantime. In particular, oh man, you were talking about the Stone Trio. I'm so worried.
Oh man, I mean, I guess I have to now. I guess I have to.
But one Pokemon I really want to discuss is
Oh!
this Sylveon.
Oh, that's a KO for Pupitar.
But that might be one
That's
of the
not a KO for
only times
Pupitar.
we see an easy KO of that Pokemon. Sylveon's so difficult to knock out. That Mystical Fire giving it that extra dash, the reduction of special attack damage on Cramorant with the Mystical Fire, and of course just the natural defensive bulkiness that Sylveon brings to the table. Not to mention its Unite. Give it a lot of ways to avoid taking damage.
It's going to, for sure, be very hard to deal with, especially, I feel like with the comp Luminosity Gaming, there's going to be a lot of really good targets for it, but right now, we're just still fighting for this top path, and I think that's kind of been Luminosity's strategy so far, is kind of just bully top path, make sure that they never get online. When you got a
Drill Peck with a Chomp? I mean, Drill Peck is good, it just does a lot of damage. But still pretty good.
Well, Lutano might have not been taking any major fights, but of course their experience gain has been consistent throughout this series. Almost level 9 already. Big engage from Overlord and Otter as they get together for one knockout. Bits goes down. Kirtan trying to hold down this goal zone. 30 points in from Otter is really tough to score, and these auto attacks from Kirtan have been perfectly aimed. Hurricane Dive, a very, very popular move choice, is doing very well in this path.
Extremely popular. No. Yeah, it's looking quite strong.
Oh, we have got Trevenant now. I would have just banned Trevenant if I was AG. I feel like there was an issue last game in the team fight.
A rock, literally. Tyranitar's rock type. I think it counts.
A rock in a hard place and a hard place.
Yeah,
we got
there we
the
go.
Double wall. Yeah, that kind of counts. But that is going to be so hard to deal with. And we see how well that mime goes. Ooh, actually a big KO here with the Overlord going down. And it does look like Luminosity was able to get that base for Reggie, and they're all coming up for the defense.
Yeah, a very quick objective take means that they have.
Oh, nicely jackpot, but he didn't get it in time. But he gets what? No, Gibble gets out. I mean, Goodbye gets out. Lutano's down. Greninja Unite, oh no, okay. Oh man. That was so close though. I believed, guys. I was believing there for a second.
As it takes down the Tyranitar, sorry, not the Tyranitar.
It was super close.
Very interesting to see the switch up as far as moves from earlier, but this is
that was
still
close, man.
Good for Luminosity Gaming. There were a good amount of KOs there from Nihao, though, of course, as well as taking the objective. Finally, we're going to see Garchomp evolve, so it feels like this is going to be kind of where things start to be able to be fought for them, and they've done an okay job, honestly, without it so far. So with only a 33-point difference, this is still a very close game.
Extremely close. And you see Nihao playing it right now. They are farming up as much as they can. They're trying to play it safe. That red steel buff that'll persist for about 30 more seconds is terrifying. A Cramorant and a Tyranitar will be able to shred you so quickly in a situation like that. Duskrunner plays up for vision, and they've already lost almost all their HP. That's a full combo. Or Joey just locking them in place for an eternity, and they get that knockout.
Yeah, they actually, I think, Horn leached into it, and so they were just locked, not being able to move anywhere. That is very unfortunate. Everybody going back, everybody coming back through probably, unless they're going to decide that they want to go somewhere else. But no, this objective will be spawning kind of by itself down on the base of Reggie. And there we go, Lutano jumping in, getting the first KO very quickly, and that defense is not going to matter for Duskrunner. They've got to get out of there. It does not look like they're going to be able to solo defend. Oh my goodness!
Otter will
dive Hurricane again. Chris is mentally locked out, or I'm just enjoying what I'm seeing. I don't know what to say.
Off in that moment. Double dive chasing all
like,
the way to Flux Zone.
Oh, the Cram Unite inside of the hyperspace portal though. That's a bit unfortunate. I mean, what are these Unite moves? Okay.
They are upset. Big temper tantrum from the big rocky boy, but they're going to have to retreat.
That was so much confidence to go back through that portal. That was ridiculous.
They just lost like 2 Unites.
So many members of Nihao there.
But I guess they get objective anyways.
Managed to make it work. They're going to get this Reggie Rock for free. I love that we've got Otter just spacing kind of a little bit.
You know, on purpose not to get CC'd. I mean, I know it helped him not maybe die, but like, yeah. Are they fighting this? Can they get it? No, they can't. Garchomp's time now? No, it's not Garchomp's time. He doesn't have Unite, doesn't want to go in. Makes sense.
Only at 52, these Regileckies have not been able to land, and Nihao has not been able to stack. I'm actually surprised that Trevenant is rotating up towards the top path right now. You got 23 points.
Okay.
It would be a pretty free score into the bottom side, but Nihao really trying to force some of these bigger team fights and catch up on the levels because Luminosity is roaring ahead in that particular.
He found Overlord. Does he have Unite? Is he going to Unite? Yeah.
Yeah,
but they can't take him down.
Be pulling back Lutano pretty far, and this is going to be the kind of scaling battle. All right, finally we're actually going to
Okay, Lutano gets
being able to KO Lutano there is a really big deal. I mean, really,
actually can run him down. They're winning again.
Pretty high level on the side of Luminosity Gaming, so you'll take whatever you can get at this point.
Yeah, I think Luminosity Gaming not really expecting NiHAO to hang out on the top side for so long, but now Otter is able to make sure that no one steps close to their goal zone. You might be able to knock out my central player, you might be able to take some free space, but scoring is another thing.
Waterboy does it again.
LG has put up an iron wall around these goal zones.
I don't know what I'm witnessing right now.
To get over 60, and we're almost
I guess, guys, guard jump is bad. Just play double stacking, water shirking with Ninja.
You know, only 90, like one Hundo Burger is going to give them the lead.
For sure.
At least for the moment. We'll
guys, just who cares about Trinita? Just play double stack lane with Ninja. It's easy. You just kite and you're unkillable apparently. Trinita's awful. We found the actual counter. It's not Ninetales. It is Waterboy and Water Shuriken with Ninja. With focus, AOS, and attack bait. That's the real counter.
We kind of need to, though. I mean, in terms of item builds, I'm a little.
I mean, they're still ahead right now, AG, but Trinita's only level 12.
Matchup in terms of scaling, and I don't know if they've had maybe a.
Cram Dodrio was still quite huge, but the game is even. Okay, Dodrio is level 14. But again, Overlord hasn't done much this game except for farm. Didn't have big impact otherwise. Oh, is he gonna blind combo this bush maybe? No. Oh, already full heal gone. Down to half HP as well.
Full heal out of the cooldown now. Overlord are gonna have to play a little safer on this Dodrio in this team fight.
Yeah, that could have been a very scary situation, but it's all going to be about the initiation. I do like the fact that Joey's sitting down there.
I mean, NiHAO has to do something.
It's too close with Otter. That damage
is D's gonna shift for now.
Otter's actually initiating. What is this?
Oh, this Hurricane. This Hurricane dive as well. I'm not sure about it, man.
True. You're getting out of any situation somehow. They're just looking for one big hurricane, one good opportunity to initiate. They have not found it yet on either side.
Look where Lutano is.
Lutano? Okay, he's top.
That top side. At least they have the goal zone.
They might run in now. Lutano's zoned from the team. Cram has to unite already. Let's take it. Let's ripping Rayquaza. They're ripping Rayquaza. No! No! No, 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 no. What? No, 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 no.
Taking a whole lot of damage. Woodhammer not gonna.
Nah! 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 You can't be serious, right? You can't be serious. You can't be serious. You can't be serious. No way.
Taking a whole lot of damage.
Oh? No? Bruh. The series has everything. This is the... No way they're offline again. The series has everything you want, or not? Yeah, I guess YouTube is also down, right? Let me go to YouTube again.
Sylveon going down.
No, YouTube is not down.
Up yet another knockout, and Luminosity Gaming celebrating right now on the battlefield.
Yeah, and V1 guys.
Sure in the comms.
Wait, can we go back?
They've been able to take out yet.
Okay, we can. Okay, we can watch. Okay, on YouTube.
Is as well hiding around that top side. At least they have the goal zone to retreat to.
YouTube skipped 20 seconds. Let me see.
Quite yet. Pretty slow.
What happened on YouTube?
In particular, Duskrow taking a whole lot of.
Only 2 members up for.
No, we don't get to see it.
Top. An attempt to backcap down on the bottom was not going to work, and that's
oh my god!
Duskrow taking a whole
lot. Is this the next?
2 members up for.
Slow game for Lutano in particular. Duskrow taking a whole lot of.
Only 2 members up for NiHAO. That's going to be a Hundo Burger up top.
Unreal.
Back down on the bottom was not going to work, and that is going to be a gigantic lead now for Luminosity Gaming. There was not everybody up with a shield, but they did not need that much. They were already ahead, and being able to find the chance to counterscore for NiHAO is looking basically impossible.
Yeah, NiHAO with only 30 seconds left in the game. Might make one final push, but this Sylveon going down. Otter picking up yet another knockout, and Luminosity Gaming.
That is wild, man. Right well, AG is moving on, guys, but that was... I don't think they're happy about this.
Yet another opponent.
They don't think they're happy about this, how this happened.
Outlook, but not for the 2